I didn't think much of it at the time, although now I kind of question my intent. Every day I wrote my pain onto paper, and each day my story was reborn. It started off so minor, a simple outlet for my sanity's sake. On the piece of paper, I wrote and imagined myself, but it wasn't me. It was somebody else to experience my pain. I took my anguish, my troubling thoughts, my depression, all out on her. Her life's disarray, all the terrible things that I made happen to her, gave me a sort of rush of excitement. It felt good to know that somebody else was suffering and that it wasn't just me. No matter how bad my life got, the girl in my stories was always worse off. I dreamt of the girl in my imagination quite often. In my dreams, she always seemed so real as she came up to me with pleading, doe eyes and begged me to stop writing about her. I felt for her as I watched her get on her hands and knees and beg at me as if I were some sort of god to her that could control her life. And I suppose that I could, but she wasn't real. And although I felt for her, I truly did. But if I didn't take things out on her, then how could I get my own feelings to stop? I never really questioned what I penned or what I did to her through my imagination. She wasn't real. She was my outlet. She was just some figment of my imagination. And I was right to think of her that way, wasn't I? She was someone for whom the horror of my reality transformed into something tangible that I could see and interact with. It was concrete as opposed to the feelings in my head that didn't make sense. With her, I knew why she was hurting. I knew the things that caused her pain. All of my pain, it was just psychological. I could point to different things in my life that made me sad, but not all of it made sense. There wasn't just one demon, but for her, that one demon was me, the author. That was until I started to talk to this girl in my class a bit more. She would tell me about the things happening in her life, and I would listen with a sort of odd horror as I realized that everything happening to her matched my writing exactly. Could it have been that I actually had some dominion over the life of somebody else? And if that were true, is there somebody out there who is causing all of these terrible things to happen to me? I can feel myself going mad with these thoughts as I try to think about the best way to break myself free. If I look familiar to you at all, if you have been writing about me, please, I'm begging you, stop.